Hi there, welcome to, hey Ollie. Hi everyone, welcome to Taipei. The lights of Taipei. This is Jinyi district, a very famous shopping business district. I'm also right next to Taipei City Hall. Good evening to you, my friend. It's really pretty, isn't it? Yes, they do different lights all the time, so they change the color scheme. And right now, obviously, you can't see the top of the building. It is fogged over. And we all of a sudden got a little bit of a cold snap again here. We're expecting another cold snap in Taipei. And I know people laugh when I talk about the temperatures here. When I say a cold snap is like, excuse me, just adjusting my microphone. When I say a cold snap is like 10 degrees, people kind of go, oh yeah, right. But it does feel quite cold here because it's very damp in northern Taiwan, which is where I'm at right now. This is Taipei in northern Taiwan. Taipei is the largest city. It's the capital of the country and the island. And in a couple of days, I'm heading down to the former capital before the Japanese colonized Taiwan. Tainan was the capital, and Tainan was where much of the earthquake destruction happened just the last couple of weeks. That's short and t-shirt weather in England. I know. I will come to Taichung. I love Taichung. I was there last year. Taichung is great, and I will definitely come there. For those of you that don't know, Taichung is one of the largest cities in Taiwan as well, and it's in central Taiwan, and very easy to get to from Taipei. And it's not raining. No, it's remarkably, it is not raining. I'm just going to take a walk around, show you some of the lights here. That this part of town is really quite pretty at night with the lights. And thank you for the hearts and the monkeys. It's still technically Chinese New Year festivities are still going on, or Lunar New Year festivities. And so if you tap the screen, you get monkeys for Year of the Monkey. This is John Sabot, FarEastAdvTravl. And please feel free to share the broadcast. I'd be so grateful if you did that. Just swipe the screen left to right on iOS or up on Android and tap share. Or tap the little figure and share that way as well. Had a really great scope last night from Dewa Street. Had lots of people join me. Had some of the major periscopers join me and share as well, which was really cool. It was really nice to see the camaraderie there and some really great people on Periscope. And this is the Elite building. This is a very famous bookstore chain here in Taiwan. And they sell more than just books. They sell housewares and vinyl discs and CDs and all kinds of stuff. Well, I see the huge monkey lantern in Taipei. Whereabouts is it? Is that at the old Floral Expo? Because I will be going down there. I saw that they have a big lantern festival here in Taipei, and I'll be scoping from that later in the week. Hey, how are you? Hola. I will be scoping from that later in the week, and that's always a big show. It's always really crowded. So there's usually a lantern festival that starts, right around the 15-day mark of the Lunar New Year. And I was at the site here in Taipei the other night. And they are getting everything set up there. I'm not sure if it's running yet or not. I haven't been up there in a couple of days, but maybe somebody in Taiwan could confirm with me. Ni hao. So these are some of the big shopping malls here, stores, and they've got all the big luxury brands. And of course, this is where a lot of Chinese tourists come to shop, as well as Japanese tourists. So some of the stores, particularly, of course, the ones that are Japanese-based, like this one here, the Shinkan Mitsukashi, will have announcements in Japan as well, or Japanese, sorry. And because these were lights that were all set up. They usually set these up before Christmas, and they leave them up through the Lunar New Year. And then this is the Jinyi district. This is the shopping district. But I just wanted to show you some of these lovely lights here in Taipei at night, and it's actually quite striking and pretty. And with Taipei 101, I'm going to take a walk back and then sort of walk towards Taipei 101 because I got to do some shopping there. There's a little grocery store where they sell Western food, so I want to get some breakfast cereal so that's why I'm going down there. And I still haven't gotten. I will eat rice congee. A lot of people will eat congee here in the morning for breakfast, which is like a rice porridge. And I do have that sometimes, but I don't cook that for myself at home. So I will have a regular breakfast cereal. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go shopping for stuff like that. And this is a good place to come for most of your shopping, especially if you want to do souvenir shopping. This bookstore here has lots of really cool stuff like that. And it's still foggy here. Taipei 101 is still kind of fogged. And you can see it again. This was the highest building in the world, for 6 years. 2004 to 2010 was the highest building in the world. And the guys in Dubai, they sat down and they plotted. They wanted to build a bigger building, a higher building, and they wanted the biggest one and the highest one in the world. So they built the Burj Khalifa. And the Burj Khalifa became, and still is to this date, the tallest building in the world. In 2010, but up until 2010, Taipei 101 was the tallest building in the world. And you can go to the top. You can go as far as the 91st floor. They have part of the floor open. It's actually outside, and it's a west-facing observatory. And they close it on certain days when it's too windy, because you'll just blow right off the thing if you're up in the observatory. And it is amazing. If it's a nice day, it's quite amazing, Ollie. Yeah, it's very. You really get to see the geographical makeup of the island, because what a lot of people don't realize is that Taiwan is very mountainous. 80% of the island, and it's not a big island, is mountains. So there's 23 million people that live on this little island, and they only occupy 20% of the island. So it's also one of the most densely populated places in the world as well. On top of that, it's one of the most mountainous places in the world. And you get to see that when you go to the top here. You can see the hills and the surrounding mountains of Taipei, and then of course Taipei, and you can see not always can see right out to the Pacific Ocean, but you can see almost beyond to the Pacific Ocean, which is quite a spectacular sight. But some days it's a little hazy, and there's been some days where we've had a little bit of pollution, to be honest with you, blowing in from mainland China, which has kind of not been too pleasant, and they've had pollution warnings and that. Hey, thanks for the hearts and the monkeys. It's Year of the Monkey. Do you know anything about the Year of the Monkey? It's kind of, some people don't look at it as a very good year. It's not necessarily a lucky year, but some astrologers have forecasted that it's a good year for the markets, the stock markets, but they will be up and down, but overall they will be good. But the monkey in the Chinese zodiac is considered mischievous. They love the monkey, but it's mischievous. So it's not necessarily an auspicious year, but some astrologers will kind of do their own spin on it, and have said that it could be good. You were born in the Year of the Monkey, and you know what, Ollie? The thing about that too is there's some very famous, extremely successful people that were born in the Year of the Monkey. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have bad luck or anything like that. It's just the particular year. It can be kind of up and down, because that's what monkeys are like. And this is actually a fire monkey year, because there's 5 elements, of course, as we know, and each year there's another element that is applied to whatever year that is. So this year is fire, so they call it the fire monkey, or red fire monkey, which can make it good or bad too as well. But I'm not an astrologer, so this is a really probably one of the sort of more attractive modern places in Taiwan. In Taipei, this Jinyi district. Yeah, it is. It's very, very interesting, and dates are very important. And you go to an astrologer or, a fortune teller, whatever you want to call them, and they will sort of plot out, best times of the year to do this and that, and even when to purchase things, or when to have a baby, or when to have a wedding, or things like that. They will have all those dates, and they will sort of figure out those which are the best days for you for certain things, and a lot of people do that. They have these people will even be on the street. They have a little desk that they set up, and you can go and see them right on the street. But some of the shopping malls will have these astrologers inside them as well, sitting at desks and ready to do your future, your fortune. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Give me a shout out, Cody. Where are you? Where are you today? Are you in Hsinchu? I think, is that where you are? I can't remember now. Thanks for inviting your followers. Yeah, please feel free to invite your followers. Give me a shout out where you are in the world. Love to say hi to you. Got a little bit of a smaller crowd tonight, so that's okay. I just speak very little. Buha isa wodo jungwon buhao. Niwei sho ingren ma. Do you speak English? I just said that my Chinese is not, I don't speak very good Chinese. I don't speak Chinese well. And do you speak English? So, and I'm sure you do because you can write English. Oh, I know. I always get a laugh out of that. I always like to use that because that's probably the best phrase that I can say with the proper tones. And when I go traveling around Southeast Asia, and I bump into a lot of Chinese tourists, and a lot of them have to speak a little bit of English because you need to use that as a bridge language when you're traveling in Southeast Asia. And I'll talk to them and I'll say that phrase, and they just love it. So that's kind of my ongoing phrase. But I can speak a little bit, but not very much. I don't understand very much. But it's something that I definitely want to get better at for sure. Very complicated language to learn if you're a Westerner. Tones are something that you have to get used to, even though we just kind of do tones automatically in English. In Chinese, it's a little more, it is structured. So there are certain ways you have to say things, and if you don't say them correctly with the correct tone, nobody will understand you. No, I maybe know 2 correctors or something like that. Not too many correctors at all or characters. But I can get by. Tomorrow you're going to read Kaohsiung. You're going to Kaohsiung, you mean? Is that what you mean? Kaohsiung is, by the way, is the second biggest city in Taiwan. It's in the south. It's a very big port in southern Taiwan. And I'm gonna hurry. And these are another thing. These lights here. If you come here, you're from the west. You'll find that you have to wait a lot longer. Hey, Mitch, how are you, man? Kirkwood, how you feeling, buddy? You have to wait longer for a light to walk. So, but I think it's better overall for pollution and traffic. So you may wait longer at a stop, but then the stops are long time. Sometimes they're like a minute and a half before it turns red again. Yeah, I'm just walking down towards Taipei 101. I do this walk a lot. I come down this part of town a lot because it's nice. It's a little bit of a difference for me. Oh, good for you, my friend. I'm glad that you are being released. That's great. This is another entertainment section of the shopping district, and they have big movie theaters there. And then this is like a big banking ad. This ad has been here for 3 years. It's the same ad. They just changed the woman in the ad, but it's the exact same ad. And this is a big bank building, and they just changed the ad, but it's very, very effective. And so this is kind of a banking business district and shopping district, and Taipei 101 has all of the big luxury brands that you can think of in the world, and this is where people come. Lots of Chinese tourists come here to shop, and right now that is Taipei 101, and you can't see the top because it's kind of got a little foggy here, but it's not cold. We're due for a little bit of a cold snap again in Taipei, and I'm heading down south, and in the south it's typically a little bit warmer than the north, especially this time of year, a few degrees. And I'm going to this massive fireworks festival that's going to be wicked, so I hope you are following me for that. It's one of the most dangerous festivals in the world, so I'm going to be down there in a couple of days filming and photographing and scoping from there too. Should be a lot of fun. And these are the lights. They set these up before Christmas, and they leave them up right through Lunar New Year. And technically, yeah, it should be a blast. Technically, these festivities go on for 15 days after the Lunar New Year. So there's a big Sky Lantern Festival in northern Taiwan this weekend as well. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to doing it too. So there's a big Sky Lantern Festival, like Sunday, Monday I think is the last day, is the 22nd. So I think that's the day that they release the Sky Lanterns again in northern Taiwan, and it's beautiful. You've probably seen the pictures before. If you go actually on my website, you can see that type of stuff as well, FarEastAdvTravl.com. And also, while I'm on the subject, if you would be so kind as to check out my new podcast on iTunes called Far East Adventure Travel, and you can actually catch the link on my Facebook page, Far East Adventure Travel. It's right up there, pinned to the top. It would be so cool if you checked it out and gave me a review, whichever country you're in. It always helps me to build my audience up and help to share, because the more reviews I get, the more the podcast gets shared and more people get to watch it, and it's really helpful for me. So if you have a moment to do that, I would really, really super appreciate that. And I have 2 podcasts on iTunes, both called Far East Adventure Travel. The latest one is audio only, and the other one I've been doing for a couple of years now is the video podcast. And so this is what I mostly do. I talk about and write about travel all over East Asia, Southeast Asia, and South Asia. And this is Taipei 101, was the tallest building in the world for several years, for 6 years. And tonight it's kind of fogged over. And we get lots of tourists coming down this part of the city. I know it's very kind of mysterious and romantic and very pretty. They always do the lights up really nice. I'll point up there again. Really? Okay, I will try that, my friend. Deadpool. Okay, sounds good. You know, a couple of movies I've seen lately that I just thought were amazing were Trumbo and The Big Short. So if you haven't seen those movies, check them out, because they're just classic. I mean, in every sense of the way. I love The Big Short. The Big Short is about the downturn, the economic downturn in 2008 with the real estate investments, and it is brilliantly done, and it's absolutely brilliantly acted, and very funny as well, and very creative. Those are kind of a couple of my favorite movies right now. And I haven't seen any Taiwanese movies lately, but I would really like to check those out. They're always interesting to see movies from East Asia, Korean movies, Japanese movies. It's always interesting to watch these movies, because they do really reflect the culture and the people, and they're not done in a Hollywood style. They're very entertaining, but they're unique in their approach. And I'm sorry, my friend, I cannot read Chinese characters, so and I can barely speak Chinese. So if you can, I would be happy to ask you. Really? Okay. Well, it sounds interesting. I'll check that out. So I'm so sorry, I can't read Chinese or Mandarin. But if you translate it and put it up there, use your translator and send it to me, I'd be happy to answer your questions. But thank you so much for joining us here. I'm sure you must be from Taiwan. Ni hao, ni hao ma. And my name is John. John Subo, Far East Adventure Travel, below Taipei 101. I think it's the 5th highest building in the world now, but it was the highest for many, many years. And it's so cool. How are you? So nice of you to join me. Thank you so much. I love the characters. Thank you. And we're kind of a little bit fogged in tonight here in Taipei. And as I was saying before, they change the colors from now and then. Here's another tip for you. If you ever come to Taipei, and I have yet to do this. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you so much. If you ever come to Taipei, here's a little tip for you. If you want to come to Taipei 101, you have to book in a day in advance, but there's a Starbucks, and I think it's on the 39th floor. I still have yet to do this. I still have yet to do this, but I know that you can do this. You come down the day before, you reserve a time, just like you're booking a restaurant reservation, and you have to book a day in advance. Hi. And what you do is you book a day in advance, and then you can go up the next day, and you go up for free. So you can go up, and I think they give you a 90-minute limit to be in the Starbucks. I think it's the 39th floor. So it's kind of a cool thing that you can do, and it doesn't cost anything other than your Starbucks, and Starbucks, same price everywhere. So I always say, if you're going to go to Starbucks, go to the nicest one, because you're paying the same price no matter what. So why go take out when you can sit in a really nice Starbucks, right? So that's your little inside travel tip. And absolutely, Taiwanese people are very nice and kind and helpful. And there's a saying, I've said this before about Taiwanese people, and it's not, I didn't make this up. Somebody told me this, that if you're in Taipei and you look confused and lost, like you're trying to find a place, you won't have to ask. People will come right up to you and help you, point you in the right direction where you need to go. If you're in southern Taiwan, say for instance, like a city like Tainan, and you look confused and you look like you need help, person will come up to you and take you where you need to go, because they just have a little bit more time and it's not as stressful. So that's what it is like in Taiwan. People are very friendly and very helpful here, and you can walk out at night like this time or later in the evening, and it's a completely safe place to be. And they have a wonderful public transit here. Okay, I hope to see you again too. Thank you. I will be scoping again. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me. Thanks. And yeah, these are all the lights outside here of Taipei 101. And all the tourist buses are gone for the day. But this is what it looks like outside a big commercial shopping district in Taipei. Well, thank you so much, and thanks for joining me. And I will leave you tonight with this view from Taipei 101, of Taipei 101. Thank you. 谢谢. Bye-bye. Thank you so much from Taipei. John Samo, Far East Adventure Travel.